Hello, hello, and good morning. Hello and good morning. My name is Jeremiah Shaver. I'm a multimedia journalist with the Telegram. I'm broadcasting live out here along US Route 35. And what you're looking at this morning is we got a semi there. It's a Peterbilt semi. And so this morning, little bit of backstory on the semi here. This morning at 9:38 a.m. Law enforcement, received a bolo about the semi that was reported stolen out of Greene County, and that semi was later located in Ross County. That's when a pursuit began in Ross County. Law enforcement followed the semi or not Ross County, sorry. Semi was reported stolen at 9:38 a.m. in Greene County. Pursuit started in Fayette County, went through Fayette County, Ross County, and came to a close here in Jackson County. The Ohio State Highway Patrol deployed stop sticks outside Richmondale and Ross County. You can see the semi has some blown tires there, and the semi was traveling 35 eastbound, and as you can see, it come into the median and into the westbound lanes of US Route 35. There's a tow truck out here. I think they are going to try to get the scene cleaned up. If you're traveling towards Chillicothe this morning, today is Sunday, July 16th. The westbound lanes of US Route 35 are currently reduced to one lane, but I'm sure when they start cleaning up the scene here that the westbound lanes will probably be closed for a period of time. When I first got out here, there was at least 7 law enforcement units on scene. There was a mix between the Ohio State Highway Patrol and the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. I just wanted to go live and give you guys a update on what was happening out here. I'll probably take off here soon. That's all I know at this time. They did detain a male individual from the semi, and we'll hope to get more details as information is released. So once again, for anybody that's just now jumping on. Okay, so real quick recap, and then we'll get off here. This semi was reported stolen earlier this morning, and it was reported stolen from Greene County. It's reported stolen out of Greene County. A chase began in Fayette County and pursued through Fayette County, Ross County, and came to a close here in Jackson County. The vehicle was reported stolen this morning. I guess the call came in at 9:38. The vehicle had been stolen. But there you have it. Individual was taken into custody. The High State Highway Patrol deployed stop sticks outside of Richmondale, and the semi continued to travel in the eastbound direction of US Route 35 and came to a stop here in Jackson County. So there's your rundown. So there's your rundown of that. I am going to leave. I'm going to leave now because they're working to get everything cleaned up, and I'm worried about getting hit along the side of the highway here. I'm wearing my vest, but people are still flying down US Route 35 here. So I want to make sure I get back to my car safely. So I'm going to go ahead and hop across the road here. So one more time for anybody that's just hopping on, there was a semi and tractor trailer. You can see it there in my background. It was stolen this morning, 9:38 a.m., Greene County, and a pursuit followed. It started in Fayette County, went through Fayette County, and then Ross County and Jackson County. So 3-county pursuit came to a close here. High State Highway Patrol deployed stop sticks in Ross County, just outside Richmondale, and the vehicle came to a stop crossing the median, not too far from the Chillicothe Pike exit. So we'll do one more recap here. Let me get off the road here, and get on this little road here, and we'll show you the scene one more time. All right, so if you are heading to Chillicothe this morning, I believe today's date is Sunday, July 16th. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't looked at a calendar recently, but I'm pretty sure it's the 16th. The westbound lanes of US Route 35 are reduced to at the moment they're reduced to one lane, but I got a feeling that they will be closing here momentarily. There is one of those large wreckers on scene to load the semi that is wrecked there into the westbound lanes. So real quick recap for anybody that's just now hopping on before I sign off. You'll be able to find an initial story at thetelegramnews.com with some pictures. This is just a real quick recap for anybody traveling this morning. US Route 35 in the westbound lanes towards Chillicothe is reduced to one lane about, a mile, half a mile past the Chillicothe Pike exit towards Chillicothe. But be aware that the westbound lanes will probably be closed here, or in the next hour, half an hour. Tow truck is now on scene to load this semi. A little bit of background information about this semi. The semi was involved in a 3-county pursuit earlier this morning. I think it was 9:38 a.m. was when the bolo went out that this semi had been stolen. The semi was stolen out of Greene County. I believe they said um, Jamestown, maybe in Greene County. I'd have to double check that. But it was later located in Fayette County. That's when a pursuit began. And the pursuit went through Fayette County, it went through Ross County, and went through Jackson County before it finally came, I guess disabled or the driver pulled over. I'm not sure. But as you can see, the semi was traveling in the eastbound lanes of US Route 35, and it had gone through the median and into the incoming westbound lanes of US Route 35. It does have a couple blown tires. The Ohio State Highway Patrol deployed stop sticks outside of Richmondale, there in Chillicothe, in Ross County. And it traveled from Richmondale on down the highway here, where it finally, the driver either pulled over or crashed or the vehicle came disabled. So that's a live look out here. When I first arrived on the scene, there were about seven law enforcement units on scene, a mix of the Jackson County Sheriff's Office and the Ohio State Highway Patrol. I was actually listening to the scanner traffic for this chase on my way out here, and I could hear scanner traffic of law enforcement describing the vehicle slowing to like 5 miles an hour, and then it finally, stopped, and then tried to go in reverse, and then I heard them take the individual into custody. The individual was a male. It was a male individual that they took in custody that was driving this semi. The semi is a Peterbilt with a trailer there, and it was stolen out of Greene County. So that's a quick rundown. All right, I'm gonna sign off. We'll talk at you later. It looks like the westbound lanes of US Route 35 westbound are closed now. So if you're traveling towards Chillicothe this morning, just know that there's a little bit of a holdup. If you're wondering why traffic is at a standstill, that's why it's at a standstill. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off.